Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, we've got kind of a mix of current events.
Yeah,
All really interesting and, as always, important for those of you prepping for the UPSC exam.
exactly.
All right, so let's dive right in.
Okay, sounds good.
Our first story takes us over to the Purulia region, where about 100 tribal people are getting special training
Oh, wow.
in aquaculture
Yeah.
techniques.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we're talking about some pretty cool stuff here. Pearl spot culture,
Wow.
crab fattening, and even clownfish aquaculture.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I always love to see aquaculture projects, especially one like this.
Yeah, and you know what I find interesting is the organization that's behind this. It's the National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources,
Right, the
the
NBFGR.
NBFGR.
Yeah, they're doing some really important work.
Yeah, they're not just teaching aquaculture. They're really like
Yeah.
the guardians of India's aquatic biodiversity.
Yeah, think of them as like a national library, but for fish genes.
I like that analogy.
Yeah. So they're preserving the genetic diversity of our fish populations.
Exactly.
And that's crucial,
It is crucial for long-term sustainability.
especially with climate change and
Yeah.
all the pressures
Right,
on
on
our ecosystem.
monsters that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really great about this program is that it highlights that crucial aspect of conservation, which is empowering local communities,
Yeah.
by giving them these skills, equipping them with the knowledge and skills to cultivate these species. The NBFGR is not only, promoting sustainable livelihoods, but also ensuring that these valuable aquatic resources continue to exist.
Yeah, this actually brings up a potential UPSC question.
Right.
How does involving local communities
Yeah.
contribute to conservation efforts?
Absolutely.
And it's something to really think about. Think about the benefits, the benefits of having that traditional knowledge,
Right.
on the ground expertise,
Absolutely.
a vested interest in preserving the resource. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. And,
Yeah.
it's not just about understanding the why,
Right.
but it's also about understanding the how do organizations like the NBFGR effectively engage with these communities?
Mhm.
What are the challenges and the successes?
Right.
These are the kinds of details that will really help you stand out
Yeah.
in the UPSC exam.
Okay, now let's shift gears to a story that is straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Oh, I love these.
India successfully tested the Bhargavastra,
Okay.
a micro-missile system designed to take out swarms of drones.
That's incredible.
I know, it's wild, right? A mobile defense system can detect these tiny flying machines from over 6 kilometers away
Wow.
and then unleashes a barrage of over 64 micromissiles to neutralize them.
That is remarkable.
I know, right?
It's a remarkable feat of engineering, and it just goes to show how warfare is evolving. The
Right.
whole concept of drone swarms is relatively new,
Mm.
but it's already changing the face of modern combat.
Yeah, and thinking about the implications of that.
Right.
Lower costs, greater maneuverability,
Really.
and the ability to just overwhelm enemy defenses.
Exactly.
This raises a crucial point, I think, for
Yeah.
UPSC aspirants.
Yeah.
You need to understand these technological advancements that are shaping global security.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about knowing that the Bhargavastra exists,
Right.
but it's about analyzing its potential impact on warfare strategies,
Absolutely.
counterterrorism efforts, even international relations.
You have to think about all of those things. And, it's also important to consider the ethical dimensions as well.
Oh, yeah.
What are the potential risks of having these autonomous weapon systems?
Right.
How do we ensure that humans still have control and accountability on a battlefield that's becoming increasingly automated?
It's a deep dive
It is a deep dive.
in itself.
Yeah.
Speaking of fascinating discoveries,
Okay.
let's talk about a rare visitor that graced the Sultanpur National Park in Haryana birders recently spotted a falcated duck, a species that's typically found in eastern Siberia and Mongolia.
Really?
I know.
That's very interesting.
Now, these sightings in India
Yeah.
are extremely rare.
Right.
So it's a particularly exciting event, I think, for bird enthusiasts.
For sure.
The falcated duck is known for these distinctive,
Yeah.
long, curved feathers,
Beautiful.
which give it an almost elegant appearance.
Yeah, I can just picture it.
But beyond its beauty,
Yeah.
this sighting tells us a lot about the interconnectedness of our ecosystems.
It really does. It's a reminder that even species from very far-flung corners of the world
Yeah.
can end up on our shores.
This could be linked to
Right.
climate change shifts in migration patterns
Right.
or even accidental introductions.
Exactly.
For our UPSC audience, it's a great opportunity to delve into the world of avian migration,
Yeah,
the factors influencing it, and what it means for biodiversity conservation.
absolutely. Think about the challenges that these migratory birds face.
Yeah.
Habitat loss,
Climate change.
climate change, human-induced threats like poaching and
Ah.
pollution. Understanding these issues is crucial for developing really effective conservation strategies.
Okay, let's move on to a topic that's a little unsettling but incredibly important.
Okay.
Scientists are raising concerns about the potential for zombie deer disease,
Oh, wow.
officially known as chronic wasting disease,
CWD?
CWD, to affect humans.
Yeah, this is a really concerning issue.
So CWD is a fatal neurological disease that affects deer,
Right.
elk, moose, and reindeer.
It's caused by these infectious proteins called prions, which are incredibly resilient and they can persist in the environment for years.
And the symptoms are pretty disturbing.
They are disturbing. Drastic weight loss,
Mm-hmm.
behavioral changes, loss of coordination,
Yeah,
excessive drooling,
which is where it gets
hence the name zombie deer disease.
that zombie moniker.
Right.
Now, here's the crucial part.
Okay.
While there haven't been any confirmed cases of CWD transmission to humans,
Right.
the potential risk is definitely there.
Right. It's definitely something to be aware of.
So experts are urging caution and emphasizing the need
Yes.
for further research.
Absolutely. We need more research to fully understand the risks and the potential preventive measures.
This brings up some really important points, I think, for
Yeah.
UPSC preparation. First, understanding the nature of prion diseases, their unique characteristics, modes of transmission, and the challenges in controlling them.
Exactly.
Second, the interconnectedness of human and animal health.
Absolutely.
And third, the role of scientific research in informing public health policies
Right.
and mitigating those potential risks.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating how something so small like a prion can have such a huge impact on both animal and human populations. Speaking of impact, let's shift our focus to something a little bit more, I guess you could say pleasant. A spice that's so deeply ingrained in Indian culture and cuisine, turmeric. The government has just launched the National Turmeric Board to give this sector a major boost.
Oh, that's interesting. I know turmeric is a big deal for India,
Yeah.
but I'm curious to know more about this board.
Yeah.
What are its objectives?
So it's headquartered in Nizamabad, Telangana, which is a major turmeric-producing region. And the board's mission is multifaceted. They're going to be focusing on research and development to improve turmeric varieties and cultivation practices. They're also going to be promoting awareness about turmeric's health benefits and exploring new market opportunities, both domestically and internationally.
This sounds like a very comprehensive approach to strengthening the turmeric sector. What does this mean for the average turmeric farmer in India?
Well, it has the potential to really be a game changer. Imagine a turmeric farmer who previously struggled with low yields or inconsistent quality. This board can provide them with access to better seeds, modern cultivation techniques, and support in meeting those international quality standards.
Right.
This could mean higher profits for them, access to new markets, and ultimately a better livelihood.
So this initiative could have a significant impact then on the rural economy.
Oh, absolutely.
Particularly in states like, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana, where turmeric is a major crop.
Exactly.
For our UPSC aspirants, this highlights a crucial aspect of governance: the role of government institutions in promoting specific sectors and fostering economic growth. It's not just about memorizing the name of this board, but it's about understanding its objective, its potential impact, and the challenges it might face.
Exactly. Now let's journey to the majestic Himalayas, where the Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary in Himachal Pradesh is making headlines for some positive reasons.
Okay.
The government has declared the areas surrounding the sanctuary as eco-sensitive zones,
Okay.
or ESZs.
That's fantastic news for conservation efforts. ESCs play a vital role in safeguarding these delicate ecosystems from all those pressures of development. What does this mean for the Shikari Devi Wildlife Sanctuary in practical terms?
It means that any development activities in that buffer zone around the sanctuary are going to be strictly regulated. This includes things like mining construction and even tourism. The goal is to minimize human impact on the sanctuary's rich biodiversity, which includes species like the muskedeer Himalayan black bear and the elusive snow leopard.
This is a perfect example of how the government can balance development needs with environmental protection. It's not about stopping progress altogether. It's about making sure that it happens in a sustainable way.
Right.
For our UPSC audience, understanding this concept of ESZs, their purpose and the legal framework surrounding them is absolutely essential. You might even be asked to analyze the effectiveness of ESZs in achieving their conservation goals.
Now let's turn our attention to the skies.
Go ahead.
A brand new observatory equipped with a 14-inch telescope has just been inaugurated in Purulia, West Bengal.
Wow.
This isn't just any observatory. It's strategically located on Panchit Hill, filling a crucial gap in astronomical observations along the 86 degrees east longitude.
So this observatory will contribute to a global network of observations then,
Exactly.
providing valuable data for astronomical research. It's exciting to see India investing in scientific infrastructure and expanding its presence in the field of astronomy.
It's a really positive development, and it aligns perfectly with India's aspirations to become a global leader in science and technology.
Speaking of technological advancements, the Center for Development of Telematics, or CDOT, has partnered with IIT Delhi on a cutting-edge project to develop 6G technology.
Oh, wow.
Under the Telecom Technology Development Fund scheme, or TTDF.
This is a major collaboration and a testament to India's commitment to indigenous technology development. The TTDF is a key initiative aimed at reducing our reliance on imported telecom technology and fostering homegrown innovation.
So this leap from 5G to 6G,
Yeah.
that's significant.
It's a big jump. Imagine even faster data speeds, lower latency, and a massive expansion of the Internet of Things.
It's like stepping into a whole new digital realm.
It really is.
For our UPSC audience, this highlights the importance of understanding these government initiatives like the TTDF, their objectives, and their potential impact on India's technological landscape.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something that sounds like it's straight out of a horror movie. The zombie deer disease. Scientists are expressing concern about the potential for this disease, officially known as chronic wasting disease, or CWD,
Right.
to affect humans.
Yeah, this is definitely a topic that grabs attention.
It does. So can you explain a little bit more about CWD and why it's raising these alarm bells?
Sure, CWD is a fatal neurological disease that affects deer, elk, moose, and reindeer. It's caused by these infectious proteins called prions, which, as we talked about earlier, are incredibly resilient and can persist in the environment for years. What makes prions so scary is that they're not like bacteria or viruses. They lack DNA or RNA. They're just these misfolded proteins that can spread through bodily fluids, and they can linger in the environment for years. The symptoms are quite disturbing. Drastic weight loss, behavioral changes, loss of coordination, and excessive drooling, hence the name zombie deer disease.
Okay, I can definitely see why this is causing concern. Have there been any confirmed cases of CWD transmission to humans?
Thankfully, no. There haven't been any confirmed cases in humans yet, but the potential risk is definitely there. Experts are urging caution and emphasizing the need for further research. It's important to note that this is still a developing situation, and scientists are working very diligently to understand the risks and the potential preventative measures.
This reminds us that human health is intricately connected to animal health and the environment.
Absolutely.
Understanding these complex interrelationships is crucial for addressing these emerging health threats. Now let's talk about a unique geographical feature in the Konkan region of Maharashtra called Sada. These flat-topped plateaus, formed by centuries of erosion, are facing some challenges due to changing land use patterns.
Sada lands are really fascinating. They're typically barren for most of the year, but during the monsoon season, they transform into these vibrant ecosystems, supporting a diverse array of endemic flora. And these plateaus aren't just visually striking, they also play a vital role in groundwater recharge. Think of them as natural sponges absorbing rainwater and replenishing those aquifers.
So they're crucial for water security in the region. What kind of challenges are they facing?
The primary challenge is the conversion of these Sada lands into orchards or residential areas.
Okay.
And while this might seem like development, it disrupts that natural water recharge process and can lead to a decline in groundwater levels.
This highlights the importance of understanding the ecological consequences of land use changes, a topic that often comes up in the UPSC exam. It's not just about knowing what Sada lands are, but it's about analyzing their ecological significance and the potential impact of human activities.
Speaking of water, let's move our focus to a river that's vital to the city of Pune. The Pavana River. It originates in the Western Ghats near Lonavala, flows eastward and then southward, and eventually joins the Mula River, which then merges with the Mutha to form the Mula-Mutha.
Wow.
Ultimately, it all drains into the Vima River, which is the largest tributary of the Krishna River. It's quite a journey.
It really is fascinating how rivers connect these different regions and weave together these ecological and human stories. What are some of the challenges that are facing the Pavana River?
Like many rivers in India, the Pavana is grappling with pollution issues stemming from industrial effluents, sewage discharge, and agricultural runoff.
Right.
There's an action plan in place to tackle these challenges, but a committee is now pushing for a new timeline to try and expedite that implementation process.
This situation underscores the urgency of addressing water pollution.
Good.
For our UPSC audience, it's crucial to understand those sources of pollution, their impact on both human and aquatic life, and the strategies that are being employed to mitigate them.
And let's not forget about the legal and policy frameworks that govern water resource management. Understanding these frameworks is essential for analyzing the effectiveness of existing measures and proposing potential solutions.
Absolutely. All right, one last topic before we wrap up. The government has taken a significant step to support the turmeric industry by establishing the National Turmeric Board. What are the board's key objectives, and how will they benefit turmeric farmers in India?
So the National Turmeric Board is headquartered in Nizamabad, Telangana, and it's tasked with a comprehensive mandate to revitalize the turmeric sector. Its key objectives include research and development, focusing on developing high-yielding and disease-resistant turmeric varieties, as well as improving cultivation practices to enhance productivity and quality market promotion, where they'll work towards expanding domestic and international markets for Indian turmeric, promoting its unique qualities and health benefits. This could involve participating in trade fairs, conducting marketing campaigns, and exploring new product development opportunities. They'll also focus on quality control, where they'll establish and enforce quality standards for turmeric, ensuring that Indian turmeric meets international benchmarks. This will enhance the credibility and competitiveness of Indian turmeric in that global market. And finally, farmer support, where the board will provide technical assistance and training to turmeric farmers, empowering them with the knowledge and skills to improve their yields, adopt sustainable farming practices, and access those market opportunities.
That's fantastic.
By addressing these key areas, the National Turmeric Board aims to transform the turmeric sector, boosting farmer incomes, strengthening India's position in the global market, and leveraging the immense potential of this golden spice.
This initiative underscores the government's commitment to supporting the agricultural sector and promoting those rural livelihoods. It's a very positive development for turmeric farmers across India.
Wow, it's amazing how much we've covered today, from the depths of the ocean to the heights of the Himalayas, from cutting-edge technology to the challenges of conservation.
It really shows how dynamic current events are. There's always something new and important happening, and it's our job to, connect the dots and understand those implications.
And that's exactly what we aim to do here on the Deep Dive, to equip you, our listeners, with the knowledge and insights you need to excel in your UPSC journey.
Exactly. Remember, success in the UPSC exam isn't just about memorizing facts. It's about understanding the why behind those facts. It's about analyzing trends, identifying those connections, and forming, those well-rounded perspectives. It's about developing that critical understanding of the world around us, from the intricacies of fish genetics to the geopolitical implications of drone technology.
And most importantly, it's about using that knowledge to contribute to the betterment of our nation.
So keep learning, keep exploring, and keep that UPSC dream alive. And if you found today's deep dive helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with all of our latest episodes.
We'll be back tomorrow with more crucial updates and insights to help you stay ahead of the curve. Until then, best of luck on your UPSC journey.